Hi everyone, this is Sue's Journal Adventures. Sorry, I've been missing a bit this week. I said we were going to do some more videos now. I've been out quite a lot, so I've been tired quite a lot and I've just not really had the energy to craft. Sorry, you just got a ruler up your bum, Charlie. We have Cat Butt visiting us today. Cat Butt is Charlie. We've got Charlie today. Okay, you need to keep your fluffy tail around there. So the other day, I'll put it over there then. The other day, I showed this on my channel. I did not show how to make it, and I have been asked to do a demo. It's the magic colour changing tag. So it goes, it's black and white, it goes pink, black and white, pink, black and white, pink, da-da-da-da. Right, now then, if you want this easy peasy, go on My Porch Prints and look for the magic sliding card video, because they sell in their Etsy shop a printout. So you will be able to print out the pocket, the inside piece with the coloured flower on, the other components, and they also, you have to print on acetate. Now, I didn't buy their kit because my printer won't print on acetate. So I'd got my little Sharpie pen out and thought, well, I'll just get like a flower and I'll draw around it on the acetate. So the flower would have gone on some white card and I'd have put my acetate over the top. I've got a bit of acetate. Oh my goodness, I have. And I haven't prepared. And I would have gone round that image with my Sharpie pen and drawn in the little bits of detail. So on the acetate, I would just have the black bit. But when I was looking for a piece of acetate, I found some of these, which, give me that card back, which are off my stamps. So to me, I was just like, oh, wow, perfect. I don't need to print on acetate. I don't need to try and draw around a flower. I'll just use one of these, which is absolutely perfect because I have the corresponding stamp. So I can stamp the image onto a piece of white card, colour it in with pencils, and I have my acetate to go over the top. So I think I need to find the stamps first. Stamps. If I had the flowers out, I did have the flowers out, didn't I? I'm just not quite sure where I put stuff because I'm mid-crafting. I'm a bit all over the place making a journal. I do believe they're in here. This one, we have this one. Or do I want that one because that's near the corner and easier to cut out, but it's got that bit of writing on there which I don't want. Okay, so I might do that one. Where's that one? Let me find the corresponding thing. Is it you? It is you. Okay, you're it today. I had a job the other day. I'd got my pianola rolls out because they've all got different paper, and I thought some of it would be nice to use in my... Oh, are you going, Charlie? Oh, you didn't have to go. Sorry, I keep playing with your tail. Just leave me alone. I just want to be alone today. Okay, and you've squashed my... What is this? What is that? You've just totally annihilated my piece of vellum that was for my journal. Cheers for that, Charles. It might not have been Charles, it might have been Oscar, because apparently my desk is the place to be at the moment. Right, so shut up yapping, so crack on. Can I use this? I don't see why not. Right, I have this booklet I found in a charity shop or Scrap Creative or somewhere. So I'm just going to use this, which is what I did with this one. So what shall we do? What shall we do? Shall we choose one of the ones that I might not use that often? A pinky one maybe. I also need pencils, sorry, but they're only behind me. So all I did was I took this and I folded it kind of Well, how big's my flower? Yeah, about sort of specimen card size, maybe just a bit bigger. And for me, that is going to be my pocket. Okay, that is my pocket. My specimen card. So all I did then, I came in with my ruler, and I'll just do it in pencil because I really can't be bothered faffing. I'm off camera again. I have a tendency to work down here because this is my desk, but I forget that you can't see me on camera. Oh, good grief. The desk is in a bit of, well, chaos, but I've kind of had to move lots of things over to this side because the cats keep sitting at that side and knocking everything off. And the other day they knocked my I have a little plastic tray with all embellishments and lace and little bits and pieces. They knocked it off the desk the other day. I was not happy. So I'm just going to draw a little kind of I don't know, no measuring, just eyeballing, just drawing a little thing. I didn't even draw last time, I just cut. So I'm just drawing. Oh, get your ruler straight, Sue, would be a good idea. So I'm just drawing a little cutout, really. Eyeballed. Now then, which was the one that worked good? Was it this one? I don't know, I was trying to cut something the other day and it was a bit, it didn't want to go through what I was cutting, let's say. So I'm just going to cut the middle bit out. My cutting probably won't be perfect. I'm doing it as a demo, so I'm doing it quick. Not neat and taking care, because this is literally only the second time I've made it. Now, if you go on My Porch Prints, which is where I got the idea from, they sell the printout, so you get all these just ready to cut out. You don't have to really do much. It's already done for you, basically. So, that won't be long enough. So I've got that at the moment. Now I need some more pieces of card or paper or whatever you're using. Thankfully I can get another 2 out of this strip. So I want one about there. So, oh gosh, can you fold to? Slipping about all over the place. So I need one that is going to go inside, and it needs to be slightly smaller than the edge of that. I found, because I don't have the kit and I didn't have all the little components that they had, I just made it. So you need a white piece to go inside there, and you need a white piece to stamp your image on. Right, now I need my image. So this, I'm going to cut my piece of acetate, and hopefully it will be long enough. It might be too wide. Oh no, it's perfect. You can't quite see the hugs. It says hugs, but I'm not very bothered about that anyway. I was going to cut it off, but that just kind of, yeah, that's just wide enough. So what you now need to do, which really is the only tricky bit, and it's not, whoops, majorly tricky, is stamping your coloured image, or stamping the flower. Where have I put the flower? Like so. In exactly the right place. So my acetate is going to glue to the very, very top of my card. So I need my image right there. Okay, so that's going to be glued down. That's going to go there. My stalk needs to go, actually, it needs to go a bit more over than that, actually, Sue. Sorry. This is the only faffy bit for me because I don't have it printed out. So I'm having I'm having to kind of try and make sure I print it in the exact right place. Yeah, can barely see that, but that's where my stalk needs to go. So there might be an easier way. This is just how I did it, because I didn't have anything to follow. I was just literally trying to make it myself. And as you know, I'm not always great at doing these things. I'm inking it in brown. Why am I inking it in brown? I need black. I need black. Black ink suit. So I'm just gonna ink this up. I ain't even cut the pencil off of that, but you can rub it off. It's only a quick demo. Quick, she says. We hope. Right, so I need my stalk. I didn't go for height, did I? If I line that up with that, and then just move that out of the way, come on, Sue, and pop it down, it should be, that's in my way. Oh, let's try that again. Okay, I'm just a bit, you know, I want to get it right, and it is a bit of faffing, so I'd say that's about right there. Can't see my line for my stalk, but I've done it now. And if I've done it wrong, it's only a piece of paper. Uh-oh. Oh, do you know? Right. Right, now this, why you need to get it right, is that piece has got to cover that piece. Okay? So you don't really know there's another piece underneath. Now I'm going to get my pencils. Oh, move my trolley, that's really heavy because it's full of stuff. So I think I'll have a turquoise. These are watercolour pencils, not like normal colouring pencils, but they'll do. They'll do. So I'll just do a bit of. What is this? Is this a hydrangea? It looks a bit hydrangea-ish to me. So I'm just going to do it, lightly colour it like blues, bluey, and some purpley. I'll have some purple in there. A bit of extra colour on this one. So you just colour, let me bring you down a bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just colouring in parts of the flower. Okay, that's a nice purpley pinky, purpley bluey hydrangea. I need a green. I think I broke the point on that green, didn't I? Yeah. I'll have to have a light green then. Light green to do the stalk and the and the stems. So it's quite easy. It's just a little bit of faffing. For me personally, might not be for you. You might just bang them out really easy. I don't find things that, you know, need to be precise. I'm not right good at them sort of things. I might even put a tiny bit of pink in there as well, just because hydrangeas are sometimes like that, aren't they? There we go. So that's my tag that's going in my pocket. So I need that off about there. Now, what they did, or what they had, was this little tag of theirs was shaped, so it was cut. So if you imagine cutting in just slightly and up, in and up, right? And then when they put their card together, they had two extra little pieces on here. So when they cut this out, they'd have cut it out with a piece going up and down and a piece going up. And then when your card is in, you've got the little stoppers to stop it coming out, because those little flaps would have folded over and glued down the back. So it stops your card pulling right out. As you can see on mine does pull right out because I didn't do it that way. I was just trying to learn how to make it, to be honest. And I left a little gap at the bottom in my acetate because in there you've got a piece of card, so your coloured bit goes behind and your acetate bit goes in front. Well, if you can get it to do that. There we go. Nope, still didn't do it, so that's what I mean, it's a bit faffy. But if you've got the little hinge things on and the little tabs at the top, it can't pull out. I just still didn't put it in right. So what I'm going to do now is get this and match it up with that, so it's in the right place, which is there, which is wonky. How did I manage to do it wonky? Well, anyway, that's how it is. So a bit of glue, just a tiny bit of glue. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, guys. The pin's stuck in the glue, which probably means the glue ain't gonna come out because the flipping pin ain't coming out. Oh, is it gonna be gloopy on me? I really don't need gloopy loo today. I just need to be able to do my project. Anyway, let's hope I've got enough glue on here to just put a tiny little bit on there. Ooh, handshake. Ooh, real wobble. Got a real wobble on there. So that just goes over that so that it matches up perfect, and you stick it down to your card. Mine's very wonky and not neat. That's me. Then I need my other piece to go in here, so I just glue the bottom of that to stick in the very bottom of there, because that is where your little bit of magic comes in. I'm really wonky and out here, guys. Just take your time with it and do it neat. And then what happens is your white tag with your coloured print on goes behind that white card, and your acetate comes to the front. Now, depending on how you've glued it, that card might not go all the way down. These are little issues that I had that I was trying to tweak, because like I say, I didn't have the printout with everything in the right sizes, so I was just eyeballing and guessing. You do need your card to go right down, so obviously that is a bit long, so it goes like that, and there you go. That's better. That shows in your window if you've measured everything right, which I haven't. I didn't even measure the window, did I really? Let me throw that pin away before. Yeah, so that's basically it. And then you would glue your sides down. Make sure everything's in right and glue your sides down. And then that's your magic card. You could put a little tab on the top, but then as you pull it up and out, if I can get hold of it again, I haven't just glued it to paper, have I? Because my glue were wet. Sorry, I'm doing a really bad demo. So as you pull your card out of the pocket, you start to see the colour. Push it back in, it's black and white. Pull it back out, it's colour. So one bit goes behind, one bit goes in front, and that's how you get your magic. If you're really good at cutting and measuring, you probably do your pocket a bit wider. It's because I were using these strips because they were easy. You could put leave a little bit of white card on the bottom, put a little bit over the top, and then it doesn't pull out because it's got the little stoppers on. But that's it, basically. It's quite simple. Just a bit of faffing with measurements and stuff. And if you watch me regularly, you know I don't do measurements and stuff. So as I've got a little tab top on that one, but yeah, that's not perfect because it goes too far in there, and yeah, I haven't got my stamped image so it sits perfectly over my coloured image. That one's a bit better actually, that matches up better, but it's a bit wonky. But yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. One piece goes behind, one piece goes in front. I'm really shaky this morning. I felt quite ill last night. I really do think I have a problem with sugar. Whenever I've had something sweet and sugary, I feel really ill. I'm not diabetic, but yeah, just occasionally it's not good. I went to bed at 7:30 last night. So there we go. That's it. That's not right because my window's not right, dimension's not right, and I can't seal the sides because everything needs chopping down. But that's basically how you do it. It's basically how you don't do it. You do it a bit better than that. You just need to be a bit more precise on where things are going. Because I'm doing a demo, I'm obviously going to be off because I never do things right on camera anyway. This one's a bit better. But that's how you get your magic sliding card. Quick demo, not a very good one. Probably going to chuck this in the bin, or I might smarten it up and straighten it up and actually put it in something. Yeah, I think I can salvage that. Cut down the edges and make it smaller and fit it into a smaller pocket. Might go in that one better actually. Might it? It might not, because it might not show at the top. And my acetating over there. Yeah, I leave the acetate a bit shorter so it can slide over the inside bit. But if you've got your stoppers on, it ain't gonna come out anyway. That ain't gonna go in there. It's not quite wide enough. Oh, it is. It is. It probably won't go all the way down. No, it's not. It's, yeah, a bit too wide. But yeah, that's it. That is it for your magic doodads. Magic doodads. I've got a bit of a butterfly on that one as well. So I will perfect it and do it neater if I put one in my journal. But just for now, that's to show you how it's done. So simple. Piece of acetate, same picture, layer them, piece of card in the middle to separate them. And then when you pull, you get your change of colour. Goody, goody. I mean, you could do that with loads of things, really. If you've got different stamps and different acetate. Unfortunately for me, I used to throw these in the bin. Whenever I got stamps and put them into a CD case, I used to chuck this. It was only at a certain point I started thinking, why do you keep them? You can cut them out and use them as a picture in your journal. So I don't actually have that many of them. I went through my acetate because I thought I'd have loads, and I actually haven't. I've still got plenty of stamps over here that are in this box that I do still have the backs of, so I could do some of these bigger, longer ones, just cut that off. I'd have to find somewhere else to put my stamps though. But anyway, that's it. It's a lovely sunny day today, so yeah, hopefully I might get to sit in the garden for a bit. I might get my garden cushions dried out and then I can actually bring them in, because it keeps raining on them and I'm like, oh no. Anyway, they all need washing and putting away for the winter now. Oh, winter. Oh my goodness, did I actually just say that? I don't want winter. I'm hoping I can find a car before winter sets in, because I really don't want to be trudging on buses in the snow. But anyway, it is what it is. It'll come when it comes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was clear enough, because I tend to over-explain or not explain quite properly, which is why I don't call my videos tutorials, because, yeah, they're not very tutorial-ish. I've got some other little things in the offing. I'm trying to crack on with this vintage journal, but I kind of keep stopping and starting and getting so far and then running out of ideas. And, yeah, not that I'm actually running out of ideas. It's just, where have I put all my flowers? Did I put them away? I did. Yeah, I've got ideas. It's just when I come to do a page, I just kind of sit there looking at it thinking I don't know what to do. But I limit myself sometimes by having certain things on my desk that I can work with, but then forgetting about all the other stuff that isn't on my desk that I can work with. So, but I've like little piles of stuff all over. I've got my vintage stuff, my genuine vintage stuff. I've got old books. I've got papers over here. I've got loads of stuff behind me. But it's coming together. I'll just pick her up if I can. Have I got you? Oh, no, I've got something else there. What? Wait a minute. Where's the other one? Oh, it's there. I thought I'd lost a whole signature then. Oh, just a minute. It's coming. There we go. But I was looking at all the ephemera that I've already made with you guys. Just take you up a bit. And to be honest, she's chunky and she hasn't even got any ephemera in her yet. She's got a few pockets in her, but that's it. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I've got all of this over here. This pile of stuff made for her. And there's some pockets there that I might use in her. And then there's all the vintage ephemera. A pile of photographs and postcards and documents and old ledgers and stuff. And I'm like, oh my goodness, where's it all going to go? I guess she's going to be another chunker. But I like her so far. I'm just, yeah, you can see little bits hanging out because I've got little idea pages at the minute. They're not set that they're actually going to go there. They're just there because it's an idea. So yeah, I'll be cracking on with that this after because yeah, I'm wanting to play. I haven't played for a few days because, like I say, I've been out, I've been busy and been feeling a bit rough. So here I am today with the whole day to play. Well, not really. I've got a pile of washing up to do and I need to prepare tea. But yes, so if you've got any of these are great for your little slider cards. Magic slider cards. I like that one there. That's really pretty. Anyway, maybe I'll make a proper one day. One that I might actually put in a journal. I might actually put that one in my journal just because it's my first ever attempt and yeah, it's not perfect, but it's my first go. I sealed the sides with washi tape so I didn't have to glue because there's not a lot of room between the card and the pocket. So you can seal it that way if you've made your tag, you know, almost as wide as your thingy pocket. Oh, I can't even think of words. Right, I'm going to go because I'm going to crack on with some other stuff now. I've got some prepping to do for some bits and pieces. I had something else that I was going to show you. Yeah, so because I wasn't feeling well last night, I went to bed at 7:30, but I laid watching videos. I was watching Irina at Fun Life on a Budget, and she made this thing that she'd found on Ava's Bohemian Crafting. So I watched her, Irina, then I watched Ava, then I was watching Sasibo. So I've got loads of ideas in my head this morning. I'm like, I need to try this. Ava, Bohemian Crafting, she had me in stitches last night. She was talking about she'd got a bit down because she hadn't crafted for a while. She'd lost her mojo and it was due to being upset because she'd seen other people using her ideas but not mentioning her and not giving her any credit for the ideas, which I've had myself. That's happened to me as well, and it's not very nice when you know that somebody watches you and they've used your idea but they don't even give you a mention. It's not nice. But Ava made me laugh because she said, I've got a bit fed up and I sat and had a cry, she said, but then I've come back and I'm just like getting on with stuff. She said, hey, if they don't want to mention me, that's okay. They're like a, how did she put it? Her accent made it sound more funny. They're like a silent fart or something, she said. Which really tickled me. So we're like, oh, bless. Don't let it get you down, Eva. It happens. Ava. Sorry, Ava. Is it Eva? Eva at Bohemian Crafting or Ava? Anyway, she's fabulous. And if you haven't watched her, you really should. As you know, there's loads out there. But I was watching Sasibo last night and watched her for a while, actually. But she had some fun little ideas. So I'm going to try them out today. I do try, if I am doing something and it's somebody else's idea, like that slider card is Porch Prints, I got it from, my Porch Prints. I do try to mention the people because it's their idea at the end of the day. If I've taken their idea and tweaked it and changed it and made it look really different, ultimately it's still their idea. This new bit's my idea, but I do still mention them because that's where I got the inspiration from and the idea from. So yeah, it's just nice to give other people credit. I mean, what do you think? That everybody's going to leave you and go to their channel? No. You know, there's enough people to go around everybody. So we can share what we've found and where we've found it from, I think, anyway. Because I remember when I made these, I didn't promote these as my own idea. I mentioned Sweet Pea Curiosities, which is where I got the idea from. She had made them. So, yeah, it's just nice, you know, share the love, spread the love. If you've got, I don't know, 60,000 followers on Instagram, does it matter if some of your people follow someone else? It's like, does it matter? I just found that on my desk. I don't even know what that is. It's like a foot off something. Anyway, sorry, waffling again. I'm going to get a cup of tea and some toast and sit in the sun, and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to make some of the things that I saw Sasibo making, and they were really good. So I'm not going to mention them till I do them, and then I might do a little demo on them. To be honest, because I don't see myself as doing everything so neat and pristine and fantastic and spot on, I don't call my videos tutorials. If you want a tutorial, go to Sasibo, because she did it really good. If you watch me, it might be a bit haphazard, but that's the way I craft. I want to tear this up and make things out of it, but I kind of also don't want to tear it up. I think if you have lots of vintage ephemera, you might understand that. It's from 1884. 1884. This paper has survived a long time on this planet, and I'm just going to rip it up. I feel really bad. Oh, actually, speaking of these documents, if you're still here, if you've not got bored out of your brain and gone, these documents I got from a guy on Etsy called Vintage by Mark. Key it all in one word, Vintage by Mark. He's called Mark Tool, and he sells lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. He's got hundreds of items in his shop, but he sells old vintage documents, books, cabinet cards, postcards, you name it. He's got a lot of new stuff on there at the moment. And yes, I have to admit, in my moment of weakness, I have bought more stuff from him, because I'm supposed to be having a no-spend couple of months. Actually, I'm having a no-spend couple of months from Temu and Shein, because I want more authentic stuff and real stuff and stuff I can find at scrap, vintage lace and stuff. I don't want any more papers, stickers, washi tapes. I've got hundreds of all that stuff. So now I'm thinking, just if you're going to spend money, spend it on like vintage doilies or stuff like that. So I went on Mark the other night, because I get notifications from him. Mark's dropped something new, and I'm like, oh no. Should I look? Should I not look? Anyway, I went on and I ended up buying 2 different boxes of stuff. He knows I've mentioned him on my channel before, and he does put some freebies in there for me, but there was something in the box that I didn't want, and I messaged him and I said, can you take them out, because I know for a fact I won't use them. And he was like, yeah, what else do you want me to put you in? Do you want me to put you some documents in? Because he knows they're my favourites. He's like, do you want me to put you some documents in, or do you want some cabinet cards or something? And I went, oh, just surprise me. And he put, okay, because I've got loads of new stuff in that's waiting to be put on my shop. And I'm like, oh, don't tell me that. I'm not spending any more money. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I have 2 boxes coming from him. He'll probably put it all in one box, because it's just easier in it, one package. But yeah, I was scrolling on there, and you know, when you like that, I like that, oh I like that, oh I like them, and I'm like, so you just can't just stop. Like I say, if I was selling my journals on a regular basis, then yeah, I'd buy loads of stuff to put in them. But on the budget I'm on, it's not really very practical. I've got this really tiny little bit of document left, and I just won't throw it in the bin. Why? Because it's dirty and it's old, and it's a nice little strip to put on something in it. And I will put it on something with some lace and some other bits and maybe a flower, and yeah, I don't know. I'll make a little cluster out of it. But I'm off now because I know I am waffling, and I'm so sorry because I always waffle. But yeah, I'm going to go and make some vintage stuff. I want to use some of my vintage stuff to make what Sasebo made because they're so cool. But I'll show you in my next video. See you then. Bye for now.